This is Scientific American's 60-Second Science. I'm Christopher Incarriato. The Apollo mission brought them
Oh, 10085.
Neil Armstrong collected it on Apollo 11.
He was about to step back into the lunar module, and he turned around and he had this rock box, and he saw little spaces, in there, and he knew that these geologists on Earth would be just so excited to study these materials. He just scooped up, I think, 9 scoops of soil that he put into the box.
And it became one of the most well-studied samples of the Apollo mission, she says. A geologist named John Wood at the Smithsonian noticed white flecks of rock in the soil, which he identified as a rock type called a northocite, and it clued him into the moon's ancient past.
And this is, it's quite a leap of imagination, but he proposed that the whole of the moon had at one time in the past, somewhere close to 4.5 billion years ago, been almost covered with a global magma ocean, ocean of lava. And so this was a revolutionary idea at the time because people had thought that the moon had formed cold. And so it completely changed their idea about how the moon formed, how the terrestrial planets formed, like the Earth as well. It really changed a lot about our understanding of, planetary science.
But Wadwa has a second and more personal reason to appreciate this sample.
I met my husband because of this rock. My husband is Scott Parazynski. He was with NASA as an astronaut for 17 years, from 1990 to 2009. And after his retirement from NASA, he's a mountaineer as well, and he had always aspired to climb Mount Everest.
Scott's boyhood heroes were Neil Armstrong and climber Edmund Hillary, who made the first confirmed ascent of Everest with his partner Tenzing Norgay.
In honor of them, he wanted to take a moon rock from Apollo 11 to the top of Everest, and to bring back an Everest summit rock.
At the time, Wadwa was the chair of the NASA committee that grants access to the samples for scientific purposes. But this request, she says, was definitely out of the ordinary.
I just remember it because it was a really funny discussion in the committee room, hey, what happens if that moon rock falls down a crevasse, and not that way, Scott would be going down with that moon rock, of course.
But Scott made it to the top. Wadwa never met him and moved on from the Lunar Sample Committee. But then, a year or two later, she saw a friend's suggestion pop up on Facebook. You might know Scott Parazynski.
And I reached out to him and said, hey, how did your expedition go? And did you return the moon rock to NASA? And he sent me this note back saying, well, actually, I didn't send the moon rock back to NASA. I actually sent it to the International Space Station along with an Everest summit rock. And if you ever happen to be in Houston, I would love to meet you and thank you for making that possible. And so I happened to meet him, and that was it. That's how we met.
And so Neil Armstrong's last-minute scoop of moon dust brought two people together here on Earth and upturned our understanding of how the moon and the Earth itself got here. There's something in there about one small scoop for a man.
Yeah, a magma ocean for mankind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. One small scoop for man and magma ocean for mankind.
OK， 首先他们在月球发现一颗石头，一颗岩石，带回来地球之后呢，他先看一看，发现这个好像是海洋的沉积液，海洋的某种岩石，就是 lava， 那叫啥小的岩浆。形成的岩石，然后所以因为跟以前不同的是，以前以为说月球是一个很冷的星球，也是从 cold 去形成的，但是其实它有可能是海洋的岩浆，对。然后后来她还因为这一颗岩石遇到她老公，然后后来好像她老公去借了那颗岩石，借回来之后，借之后她好像去不知道哪里，然后就把岩石弄不见了，这回去太空还是哪里，反正她没有还给 NASA。差不多这样。
OK， 他们在讲说关于说他们从月球上拿了石头过来，然后他们就有说到，好像主要是什么，她的 husband， 她的丈夫，好像就是拿着那个石头，然后就一直没有给 NASA 啊，然后好像有什么研究之类的。